If you've been listening to this series, you may be a little curious and also a little uncertain about neural retraining. You may be wondering, what does this actually involve? Will I have to give up control? Is someone going to be tampering with my mind? Is this hypnosis or something like it? Well, I'm Madeleine Lowry, a neural retraining specialist, and today I want to walk you through how advanced neural retraining works in practice, step by step, so that you can understand what it is, what it isn't, and why it feels safe and empowering rather than invasive. This episode is especially for those of you who have never considered working with your mind before or are understandably wary of it. First, let's talk about what advanced neural retraining is and is not. Advanced neural retraining is a guided meditative technique. It is not talk therapy. It is not hypnosis. It is not positive thinking. And no one is analyzing you or telling you what to believe. You are fully conscious, fully aware, and fully in control the entire time. If you are familiar with techniques like EMDR, tapping, or somatic therapies, advanced neural retraining sits in that same family, but it goes deeper while also being much gentler. Instead of repeatedly activating distress or pushing through emotional material, this method works with the natural intelligence of the subconscious mind, the part of the brain that already knows how to resolve and update patterns when given the right conditions. And here is something about the subconscious mind that most people don't realize. The subconscious mind is where the patterns live: emotional patterns, mental patterns, behavioral patterns, and yes, physical patterns, including symptoms. And your subconscious mind is not logical. It is associative. It learns through experience, not reasoning. And the building blocks of all of these patterns are memories, not just big dramatic memories, but ordinary, everyday experiences that were emotionally charged at the time that they occurred. When a memory hasn't been fully processed or neutralized, it doesn't just stay in the past. It remains, quietly shaping how your nervous system responds in the present. So let me walk you through what actually happens in a session. We start with one specific example of the pattern that you want to change. Not your whole life story, not your entire set of conditions or diagnoses, just one specific experience. For example, a recent memory of people-pleasing, a time that you felt overwhelmed or anxious, a time when your symptoms or condition felt the worst, a moment when you noticed yourself shutting down or overreacting. That single experience becomes the entry point. By gently focusing on it, the subconscious mind naturally begins to surface associations, other memories, emotions, body sensations, thoughts, images, or even sounds that are connected to the pattern. You don't have to search for them. You don't have to understand them. You don't even have to explain them. Your job is simply to observe. And here's the most important part. We are not forcing change. We are simply asking the subconscious mind to observe its own material. When patterns are brought into conscious awareness in this calm, regulated state, akin to meditation, and certain verbal instructions are given, the subconscious does what it is naturally able to do. It begins to neutralize the emotional charge attached to those memories. It is important to say that we are not erasing memories. We are just removing the charge around the memory. And when the charge dissolves, the pattern weakens. And this is how emotional reactions soften, mental loops lose their grip, behavioral habits loosen, and physical symptoms begin to shift. Why? Because the nervous system is no longer receiving the same stress signals. Now, many people worry that working with the subconscious means being flooded with emotion or becoming re-traumatized. With this approach, that is not how it works, because we go one thread at a time, one experience, one memory, one layer. And this is an iterative process. Each session weakens the pattern more until it no longer runs automatically in the background. And we can replace the negative pattern with something else, a desired pattern. The practitioner guides the process step by step so that it doesn't feel overwhelming. And clients often say things like, "It just doesn't bother me the way it used to. I noticed my body didn't react. I feel calmer, but I don't know why." And that is evidence that the nervous system is updating itself. Now, while it may sound like this is a slow process to go one experience or one memory or one layer at a time, it is actually much faster than it might appear, because we are harnessing the power of the subconscious mind to find all of the associated memories that make up the pattern. And so while the one memory that you're focusing on is the entry point, there is a lot more that is happening under the surface. And the same process applies to working with physical symptoms. Symptoms like chronic pain, brain fog, chronic fatigue, neuropathies, dizziness, or sensitivities. We're not suggesting that these symptoms are all made up by your brain. We are recognizing that every physical pattern has mental and emotional associations stored in the nervous system. And by gently exploring those associations and allowing the subconscious to neutralize them, the physiological pattern often changes as well. Not because you're forcing it to, but because the mental and emotional factors that have been perpetuating the symptom cycle or the pain cycle are weakened through successive sessions until they are fully resolved. At its core, advanced neural retraining is not about controlling your mind. It is actually a very passive process. It is about allowing your nervous system to finish unfinished business, letting outdated survival patterns update, and restoring flexibility where there has only been rigidity. You are not giving your power away. You are reclaiming it by working with the part of you that has been running the show all along. If you have been hesitant to explore this work because it felt mysterious or intimidating, I hope this episode has made it feel clearer and safer. If you'd like to explore this work, please sign up for a free consultation or one of our free courses at tcneuralretraining.com. All sessions are conducted over Zoom, and I work with people all over the world. And if this episode resonated with you, please follow the podcast, leave a review, or share it with someone who needs to hear the message. Thank you for listening. And remember, your mind already knows how to heal, and neural retraining simply gives it the conditions to do so. Content of this podcast, copyright 2026 by Twin Cities Neural Retraining. Music by Barbara Ben.